It's a joke. It's a joke.
Disclaimer: everything we say is a joke. Letting the media talk to Mangione.
They're not.
Mm-mm,
They don't want to give him his platform.
I guess they're willing to give everyone else a platform, but not him.
Okay. We have to do one,
Perfect.
2, 3, clap.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Wait. Let me make double sure I'm recording in both of mine.
I'm gonna shout.
I didn't shout.
Shout. Shout. Let it all out. These are the things I can do without. Come on.
Okay, clap.
1, 2, 3, clap. That was horrible.
Now let me count it off.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, clap.
You didn't clap when you said
Because
clap.
I was
You
trying to
idiot.
clap with you.
Don't do that.
1, 2, 3, clap.
Wait, do it again.
That was bad.
Do it again.
1, 2, 3, clap.
There.
That was not.
I know it's not on your side. That's how it works.
It's so weird.
He's not even putting these together, so what difference does it make?
I need to ask him what he's doing. This was his birthday week.
Oh yeah, he gets a whole week off from from nothing, from his life off. Hmm. I don't know about these kids. Maybe that should be the name of this thing.
I don't know about these kids. That's not bad. Do you have the podcast pulled up?
No, I opened it up.
Where the hell is it?
Stop calling it the podcast.
It's the name of the document.
No, the name of the document is podcast info.
Okay, whatever.
Oh, he added some at least. Use of devices and health. Look around at all the fat kids in America and you tell me.
Right? Yeah, they're real healthy.
Their thumbs are probably in great shape. Did you just mute yourself?
You can't hear me?
Oh, I can now.
Uh,
You don't have your headphones in.
yes, I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Were you laughing quietly?
No, I wasn't laughing initially. It took me a minute.
I know, you're slow.
I know. I haven't had my coffee yet. I'm waiting for it to be delivered.
Coffee. Oh, coffee. I could go for some coffee.
I know.
I had my rice soup for breakfast. Yum, yum.
Yummy. I like that. Joy lets you
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah.
I thought that was a Joy and Natalie only thing.
No. She always tells me I don't like it. Even when I request it. You
When
don't
I
like
was out there last time, I was the only one that got any. She made everyone else eggs. She's like, "Do you want some rice soup?" Yes, please.
You don't like that. When did you start eating that? I've always eaten it. I told you, I don't like it in Thailand with the fish in it because it's got all those little bones. It takes me 3 hours to eat. Put your phone down. What are you doing?
I'm
Be present.
requesting coffee.
She's unhealthy.
I used my
That's what her
phone two and
device.
a half hours less this week than the week before.
It's only 40 hours.
Probably more than that.
Does it count when you're talking on it? Because to me, that's not the same thing. It
It's
doesn't
the
count as
same
device
thing.
time. That's talking time.
That's the same thing.
You think?
Hmm.
Really?
Hmm.
Then staring at a screen? Oh, I took a picture of Daisy last night. I went in there and I'm like, I went to pee. It was like 3 in the morning. I'm like, are you still up? I'll send this picture to you. So you guys can have it.
We're
She
gonna
was
have to
asleep.
put it up.
She was asleep with the phone in her hand, like
And still
I
holding it
was,
up.
yes.
I mean, that's when I have it drop on my face and
I
wake me.
know. It was still in her. That's why I was like, you don't have to act asleep. I'm not mad. You don't have school. And she was quiet, and I walked over there, and she was asleep. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, it's unhealthy.
Well, plus, how long had she been that way when she should have been sleeping?
Well, it's vacation time, so I'm really. She doesn't have a bedtime. But she basically spends all day rock climbing now. Oh, there's some scratches on the emblem of her car when we bought it. So she and I are going to try to buff those out today.
Oh,
She's like,
Lord.
so we'll make it better or make it worse. I'm like, yep,
Yep.
that's what we'll do.
One of those things.
We'll either make the whole thing scratched off or it'll look nice and new.
How old was Daisy when you got her the phone? I think you did it before I got my kids one.
Well, I started her with one of those just where you press the emergency button. And then,
But she was in elementary, right?
yeah, I was paranoid.
I was
But then
better.
I got her a
Lane didn't
phone.
get one until he was, what, like a senior in high school.
It doesn't count. They didn't have them.
They did too have them. All his friends had them.
You and I didn't even have them at that time,
That's
did
true.
we?
Everyone else had one. You and I were very late comers to that game.
Well, maybe when he was in high school, we did. The first one I
I
got,
I got
I
mine
mean,
before he got his. I
it
would
wasn't a
share it with
smartphone.
him.
I had a cell phone when I was in Cleveland.
Hmm.
I don't remember when I first got a cell phone. No, it was my work phone at that company
I think I got
down
my
there.
first one in 2006 or 7.
No, mine was later than that.
It was.
Yeah, definitely. It was the work one, and it was like 2008 or
Mm.
2009 when they gave me one. I don't think I got a personal one until I was about to move to Buffalo.
Mine was like '06 or '07.
Mm.
But
A
then I
smartphone?
switched it.
Like a
Yeah.
BlackBerry? My first one was a BlackBerry.
Oh no. It was a flip, one of the old flip phones.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about a smartphone.
Oh,
Again,
oh.
I don't think talking on the phone counts.
Yeah, no. I just
Texting
used it
was a
as
pain in
a
the ass.
telephone.
Yeah.
And most of the time, I didn't even have it with me. I always left it at home. And then I remember the dog got a hold of it and chewed it up. And I was still using it for a while. It
They used to
still
make them tough.
worked. Huh?
When we were in Cleveland, Joy dropped hers off of like a 3-story thing, and it fell to the bottom. When we picked it up, the battery was over there. We put it back together, and it still worked. I was like,
Yeah, mine got chewed up by the dog. I mean, it was literally like a
yeah.
mess, and it still worked. Now you're like, oh, I dropped it an inch and it
It,
cracked.
it shattered. Jesus Christ. They don't make things like they used to. But it's true.
It is true.
I don't know.
Well,
I think the
those,
glasses have gotten tougher now, like on them for sure. They used to
well, the
crack it.
Samsung one definitely.
I
I
always
don't
put
even
covers
know if
on
it
them.
will crack. Like I've dropped it a million times. Nothing.
Do you have a cover on
Yeah.
it?
Not on the inside. You can't put one inside it.
Yeah, because it's bendy.
Mm.
But you think talking on the phone's as bad as staring at the screen?
For the kids,
Really?
not for us.
I mean, I used to talk on the phone to my friends for hours too when I was in
That's
high
true.
school.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
What do you think? How often does Daisy use headphones?
Use them
Hmm.
pretty often.
Because Luke said he's starting to notice an issue with his hearing. I'm going to get his hearing checked.
Okay. It's expensive to get your hearing checked, just so you know. It
It
cost me like
is
$400. So it's like, fuck that.
for kids?
I wasn't a kid. This was like last year when I had that ear infection.
Well, I don't think there's anything they can do about it anyway.
You get a hearing aid. I mean, are they blasting their headphones when they're listening to shit?
So if we are able to hear it, I have a problem with it while he has his headphones in, and I've always made him turn it down if I'm able to hear it.
Yes.
But I've always warned him about the headphone use. And then I was looking it up yesterday, and it said setting the volume at 60%, and the max time per day you should listen to it at 60% is 1 hour. After that, your
With
hearing
headphones in?
starts to decline. What?
With headphones in?
Yep.
I don't know. My hearing was perfect, she said. When she did my tests, and I've abused the shit out of my ears. Like,
But you don't wear headphones a lot.
no, it's not just
It's
headphones. I mean, like,
headphones. I mean, going to concerts is bad too, and standing next to the speaker or where it's too loud. I mean, you know that. Didn't you put earplugs in Daisy when you would take her when she was little?
I bought some, but she never wore them.
Mm.
I think I lost them. The concerts aren't loud like when we used to go. Like,
Oh, okay. But
I mean, at rock shows, they're fucking loud, you know? But
yeah,
at,
yeah.
at
Those
the
are the
pop
kinds,
shows,
only kinds the kids have been to. But
well, they've been to country.
yeah, but I'm not as worried about that because it's not as frequent. But he has his head. Luke wears his headphones all the time.
Yeah, that's probably not good, especially if it's too loud.
Yeah, but I don't know if it is too loud. Again, like I said, even when it's not too loud, an hour per day is the max.
Headphones fucking annoy me, so I can't do it.
Me too. I
Yeah.
can't
My
either.
walks around with them all the time too, listening to her shows. Thankfully,
You need to warn her. But maybe she wants to go deaf living with you.
yeah, yeah.
I can understand that. Being deaf might be nice
She's already senile.
from you.
What does that mean? How do you make someone
You
senile?
drive people senile. You act like you're not senile.
I'm not senile. I just don't remember shit. There's a difference.
I don't think you don't remember. I think you don't listen.
What's the difference? I try to listen.
That's so frustrating.
What? Trying to
Trying
listen?
to listen.
I'm not sure.
You don't get frustrated with yourself when, like, this time I'm really listening, tell me, and immediately you're thinking of something else.
No,
Is
usually
that
if
the
I,
definition of ADD?
it's the definition of you need to learn how to meditate. I'm gonna get some water real quick.
Like you meditate.
I do.
Then why can't you listen? No, you can't. You can't. You're not listening now.
I'm listening.
You never
It'd be
listen.
easier if you had something to say.
I have plenty to say. It doesn't mean
That's what
it's
I always say. It's
impactful.
not that I'm not listening, it's that you're not interested. What are you taking? Vitamins?
Taking my vitamins.
I'm gonna eat my last piece of acid chocolate today, or mushroom chocolate. I'm gonna learn to make some.
How long have you been sitting on that?
Since that last concert I went to, when they were handing it out I took some of it.
With Daisy?
No, the concert I went to with my friend. Was it
Oh.
like in March, I think? We went on that party bus and they were handing it out for free. Pretty cool. I like Denver. Mushrooms for everybody.
You need to go pick them. Let's go mushroom hunting.
I need to grow them. I've been looking at it.
I did that when I lived in Jacksonville.
They're legal in Denver. I just
I
can't
mean,
sell
they
them.
just grew in the farms in Jacksonville. We would do that. That was fun, going and looking for mushrooms.
Yeah. Apparently they're pretty easy to grow. So they say.
They're easy to find in the cow fields.
I'm not looking to get shot. But anyway,
Yeah, you just have
what
to
else?
watch out for the bulls.
You can go at night. They're sleeping, right? You can go push them over.
So it was talking about like 30% more children today have hearing issues than when we were young, and most of it can be attributed to headphone use, not all.
Really?
Hmm.
Hmm. That's pretty bad.
I know.
I'm gonna have to talk to Daisy about it.
Yeah, tell her she shouldn't be wearing them more than an hour a day. I mean, I just
Don't
think that,
use them. You got speakers in your room,
yeah.
Like there's no reason
Luke
to have
said he
headphones in.
uses them when he's in the living room with us, and I'm like, well, then play your music. But usually we'll have the TV or something on. I said, I'm willing to make an exception and we'll take turns. You can listen to your music. I'm fine with it.
As long as it's not that video game music. In that case,
Linus
go
is
deaf. You
Linus
don't
is the
need to
one that
hear anyway.
listens to that. Yeah.
Your
That's
hearing is
music you're
wasted
better
on
off
you.
being deaf for. No, that's Linus. Luke doesn't listen to that.
That shit's so annoying.
He mostly listens to old heavy metal and rock songs.
Really?
Yeah, like he likes Metallica and Soundgarden and a lot of those.
Daisy went through a Metallica phase. She was all into that.
Maybe we should pick a Metallica song for them.
You can play that one almost.
Which one?
I don't know.
You don't
One with the
listen.
cool guitar intro. I can't remember what it's called.
Uh, put it on the list. Figure out what it's called and put it on the list. We'll have the kids start working on
Your ambition exceeds theirs. I'll say that.
it. Hey, we've
All right.
gotten them to do it. I
I was
remember
thinking we should
Linus
put a
could
Ramones
barely
song.
play the drums when we picked out Lithium.
He can probably barely play them now.
That's the first time he cried, was trying to learn Lithium.
No, it isn't. He was in drum lessons. What do you mean
I
the first
made
time he
him learn
tried?
Lithium on his own because remember in the drum lessons they would dumb it down so much.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
And so he learned it. He spent a month without learning it in drum lessons, learning it on his own at home because I had him practicing an hour every day and longer on the, he did it on his own, longer on the weekends. I remember he and I got in a big fight and I yelled at him and stormed out of the room. And like 2 hours later, he came and got me. He was like, Mom, you were right. I was like, I know. When I told him just to keep practicing the one part over and over
Oh,
and
yeah.
over.
You
Yeah,
got to loop it. Yeah.
yeah, keep doing
Take
it
it to the
over and over
woodshed.
and over and over till it becomes like muscle memory. Because he
Yeah.
couldn't transition. That was why.
Yeah.
And he got it. And then we went to the drum lesson. They're like, what the hell? I'm like, yeah, see, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Push this
Every
kid.
time I pick him up, he's dry-eyed. So you guys don't know what the fuck you're doing.
I
Dry-eyed,
remember
no bruises.
I remember when
You call
Michael,
yourself a
I don't
teacher.
even know what he did, but I was in the lesson and then after he came and apologized to me. I'm sorry if I was too hard on him. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're not crying.
They still
Like you need
fucking
to be
suck.
harder on them.
I'm gonna
You're
be
not
hard
hard
on you, you piece
enough.
of shit. How much did I pay you for this crap?
If they're not crying, then you're not hard enough.
They're not crying. I want my money back.
Music on Magnolia, folks, if you don't want your kids to cry.
You want some sweetie patootie bullshit. They'll never learn how to play an instrument.
I remember when we came over. It was Lithium, wasn't it? I don't remember what song. Oh, they were doing it without Daisy, that blind. What is the name of that song? The one that they have done since then that Daisy danced to. Anyway, it was just like,
Blinded by the lights.
yeah, that one, blinded.
Yeah,
Yeah. And Luke's just going drum, drum, drum. I'm like, what the hell?
I
And
know.
even you looked at me like this is, and
Have you
you,
listened to this song?
is that how it goes? And we listened to it, we're like, no.
No.
And Michael never heard them play it until they got on stage. After that, we spent a week with you.
Right.
And and Luke's like, and Linus has a real drum beat and even hitting the cymbals.
Bills. Yeah.
Yeah. And fills and everything. We go back. And Michael hadn't heard them before they went
uh,
on stage. And they go on stage and do that. And he's looking at me and Jason like, what the hell?
yeah, we don't know why we're paying you either. I guess so they can go on the stage.
And he lets Daisy go to. Daisy's
Yeah,
gonna be in town. Can you make the concert this day? Okay.
that's pretty cool.
I know. Well, then after that, he got a real drummer to start working with Linus.
Yeah,
That one
yeah.
that used to
I think
play
he's
in a
still
punk
growing the
band.
business too. Yeah,
Yeah.
but didn't that guy quit?
Yeah, he did. But they
I
found
liked
another
him.
one.
I liked him.
I liked him. He was weird.
Yeah, but he knew how to play the drum.
Yes, he did. And then they had one that would
I don't
build
like that
guitar.
Linus wasted 10 minutes of the 30-minute session looking for a bolt. Get up.
I think that was him.
That was Linus.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that's right. He let Linus get away with anything. I remember telling him one time because he was like, "Good job, Linus," when I had been in sitting in on the practice. And I was like, "You don't have to tell him. He did good when he did it."
Did you have the metronome going when he was playing?
He always had the metronome going.
That's
That
great.
drummer did.
You're supposed to.
And he drilled it into Linus. He used Linus does practice with a metronome. I don't know why you think he does,
'Cause his timing's not good.
because he doesn't at your house. He does at home. He has it going all the time.
No, I said because his timing's not good. It needs to be a lot better
Mm.
for a
Well,
drummer.
you need to tell him that.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I haven't heard you say that.
You get all defensive.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. We're not siblings or anything.
I've never been defensive of my kids. I'm Natalie. Whoever said that. Yesterday we
Shut
were
up.
gonna go on a hike and we're all excited because I'm gonna make Daisy drive. I want to ride in her car and all that.
You said
And we get
yesterday y'all are gonna go on a hike?
we did go.
Oh.
But we're all in the car and Daisy starts the car and Joy's like, wait, we don't have the parking pass on this car because we don't have it registered yet. Oh my god damn it. So we had to take the Highlander.
Did she drive?
No, she wouldn't even drive. Like, I like driving my car.
Not so
So
cool.
Brad.
Linus is gonna love it.
Yeah, yeah,
He,
it'll be fun. I mean, they can only go to rock climbing. I'm not allowing anything else.
like what
Yeah.
else?
The mall?
You're not gonna let them go to the mall together?
No,
Why?
no. So, the law in Colorado. And cut this out, Lane. She has to have been driving for 6 months to drive another minor.
Oh, she
She
hasn't
has not.
been?
No,
Mm,
she just turned 16. She's got 3 more months to go.
mm. Well, that's stupid.
And it's the law.
Luke drives almost every day. Now, every time
Hmm.
Jason and I want to go somewhere, he wants to go with us so he can drive.
Who?
Luke.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
That's
It
pretty
was
good in
pretty
San
funny because
Antonio.
Jason's like, "I'm gonna drop y'all off at home." Luke was driving, but he's like, "I'm gonna
Yeah.
drop y'all off at home and I'll go back out to the grocery store." Luke's like, "What do you mean you're gonna drop us off?" We'll drop them off.
Okay, big head Todd.
That's what I'm gonna call him.
Gee,
Did I
you'll
tell
be
you?
16 soon, right?
Did I tell you he has a little girl at school that's smitten with him?
No. Are they dating? Or she's just like
I
hitting
need
on
to
him?
get her alone and tell her if you want Luke to be your boyfriend, tell him. He will be. You're my boyfriend.
Okay. Oh,
That's how it works with most boys. Girls out there, just tell them.
you're with me now, boy. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, we dropped him off one day and she was walking into the school and glanced over and saw him and goes running back over to him and to walk up to the school and she's all just staring up at him. She comes up to like here on him. She's tiny.
You know anything about her?
Her dad retired from USAA.
Older dad.
Our age, a little older. I'm wondering if he retired or got laid off.
Yeah.
But he told Jason retired.
Mm, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, when does Luke turn 16?
May.
May. Okay. You still got time
Cheryl's
for that
buying
insurance.
Declan a car next year, and he doesn't turn 16 for 2 years.
You know, car prices will probably be lower in 2 years, right?
She's getting a brand new one.
Okay. Probably an American car.
No, Subaru.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Good luck with the insurance payment.
Hmm.
That's the thing that's most painful. That's worse than buying the car. Like, how much?
It's more than the car
$2,000 a year?
itself. I'm like,
Jesus fucking Christ. That was just to add her with no extra car.
I know.
Her.
I know. I have a hint. I know because Lane was even 22 and it was still insane. Like what was it? Like $300 a month to add him.
Yeah. And
It's
as soon as they get that
insane.
license, you have to get it, you know?
I know.
Otherwise, they get in a wreck, like you're fucked.
I know.
Yeah, it was painful.
Hmm.
Should have stayed it. They pay for the insurance
Oh yeah. That's a huge
and
benefit.
the car. I don't know. I really like that Mazda. It's really fun. Maybe because I'm just used to the truck and the Highlander, but that car is like zippy. She won't let us drive it though.
She won't?
You're gonna wreck it. She always tells Joy. I just tease her. I'm
Well,
like,
out
you
of the
take the truck,
three of
yeah,
you,
I'm gonna take
Joy's
your
the most likely to wreck it.
boat. She's been in the most wrecks. I mean, Joy, Daisy just started, so give her time.
I know. I need to start driving with Luke more
Most of
because
Joy's
he's
have not
starting
been
to
her
drive
fault,
like Jason.
really. Oh, Daisy's still too aggressive in my. She doesn't break fast enough.
That's
Like,
my feeling on Luke. Maybe it's just a being young thing. I think I was like that when I was younger
like you
too.
need to slow down way earlier. Just
Yeah.
coast up to the fucking light.
When you see the people in cars ahead of you braking, take your foot off the
Break.
gas.
Yeah,
You don't have to
exactly.
brake, just take your foot off the gas.
Yeah, yeah,
And then start braking,
yeah.
slowly, unless they start going again, then you can
Right.
hit.
Yeah.
But if you see brake lights anywhere ahead of you, take your foot off the gas.
Yes.
That's
You
just the
should not be
rule.
accelerating when you see red lights in front of you. Any red lights.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, tail lights at night are okay. If you're going to be a lawyer about it, and they will be. Daisy loves to nitpick
That
arguments.
that's Linus.
I know. That annoys me to no end. I'm like, do you know what the fuck I mean?
Right?
Yeah. Do you think that you're arguing with what I'm intending in my conversation? No. Then shut the fuck up. Why are you going to waste
I
time with
just
this?
keep talking like they didn't say anything. Not going
No, I
there.
call her out on it. Like, that's not a
Jason,
fucking argument.
Jason does it too, actually. It's the
Yeah,
actually thing.
it is. Well, at night, the taillights are red. Do you know what the fuck I'm talking about? Do you think I'm talking about taillights at night?
If so, I'm taking the keys away.
Right? You're stupider than I thought.
We're such good parents. If I
Whatever. That
hear
shit's
the word
annoying.
actually come out of your mouth again, I'm locking you in the closet until
You can say
infinity.
fuck all you want, but you say actually, I'm watching her mouth now. It's I know. I talked to Craig. He was driving to Georgia, and he had his kids in the car, and I was on speaker, right?
Mhm. How old are
His
his
wife wasn't
kids?
there, huh?
How old are
They're
his
like
kids?
5 and 3 or something.
Hmm.
And I'm cussing her. He's like, "What? If you don't mind, watch your language." My kids are in the back. I'm like, okay, like that's your deal is to not cuss in front of them. I've never given two fucks about that about language. Now I had a girl, so admittedly it might be different. Boys probably
Are thoughtless
like,
about what they say.
yeah.
Hmm.
Daisy knew when and when not to say it. I don't think
Yeah,
she
I
ever
don't
used
curse around
inappropriate.
the kid. I don't really curse that much in general.
It's because you're a fucking pussy.
Not funny. Anyway, I get on to the boys for it.
For cussing, really?
Well, they don't do it around me anymore
Yeah.
since they got popped in the mouth for it. Well,
I feel like with boys I'd be different.
Linus called me a bitch, and he saw me go red rum. I went after him like, "Rah!" He's like, holy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got slapped.
Back to my point about knowing when it's appropriate.
Well, Linus was really the one cursing regularly, and then he did it in front of Cheryl once, and she is
Not
so
appropriate.
not,
Yeah.
yeah. Again, inappropriate, right? And so I was like, I don't want to even know you know what those words are, that you've ever heard them or ever used them. So as long as I don't hear it, I can pretend you don't know it.
I mean, it's just a collection of sounds.
Anyway, it's worked. And sometimes they'll let slip in front of me, but they always apologize. So they've
Yeah.
become better, more respectful about that. And I do find it to be disrespectful if you're doing things like that in front of people that don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I told her when she was young. I don't care if you use these words around me. Don't use them around your mama. She
Hmm.
doesn't like it. You
Hmm. I mean, and
know,
I
she
think
doesn't.
some of it is they're trying to act more adult than they are. I think for Linus, he was like, now I'm a
Yeah.
grown up because I can use these words.
Yeah. I mean, don't piss people off for no reason.
Hmm.
If there's a good reason, go ahead. Fuck off. Get your own fucking key. Yes. Appropriate.
Yeah, I didn't get on to him for that. Let me
Just that.
in to molest you.
That's what that word is meant for. Don't just use it willy-nilly. It loses its power.
That was so weird. There was something wrong with that. I mean, he was so blatant, you know, pulling money out.
If we ever have a guest on, we'll have to tell that story
Yeah.
and get their take on it.
Have
We
you
should have
told
Greg on.
have you told people Greg or Craig?
Greg, not Craig. I would have shot him. No, you would. You're the biggest pussy we know.
Did he bring any guns when he came to visit you?
He flew, so no.
So
But he
yeah,
asked
so
me
he
for a
wouldn't have
knife
shot him.
to carry around when we were out. Like, which one would you like?
It
Bring out a
is
box
it
full of
is
knives.
weird how like as I was walking up there and saw that guy staring in, how my vision started to cloud. And then the employees walked up and it just cleared. Like, but maybe I
Like,
do
I'm
have a
about to
little.
murder me, motherfucker.
It was weird. I was getting into like this running mode. I'm about to run.
Yeah, that guy don't know how close he came.
To losing his, because
Losing it
that's where
all.
I was going.
Oh, I know. And I would have heard you shouting.
You might have come out and tried to save him.
No, I would not have.
Yeah, if you saw me doing that, you would have known something bad was going
Smashing him in the
on.
head.
I would have been screaming your name probably
Oh, yeah.
because that's what I was getting ready to do. Jack!
If I were a millennial, I'd just pull out my phone and start recording. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to record this. Fuck. That's like their automatic instinct to anything.
I know. It's weird.
Start recording. No. First of all, do you want video evidence?
Luke was the one I felt sorry for the most. He was so freaking traumatized.
Luke, I
Yeah.
know. Pacing like a herd animal.
He's just walking back and forth in front of the door. When we walk in, we're like, sit down. And he's like,
Never mind pace.
poor baby.
You want some wine?
At that moment, it probably would have been appropriate.
Yeah, chill, dude. Chill.
Poor thing. Why
I
didn't
know.
you call?
You're all fucking stupid.
If it had you that on edge, he was mostly upset because he almost let the guy in. That was what upset him the most.
We all would have been pretty upset if he did. Luckily, Linus was there. No, no, Luke, no. Fuck off.
Fuck off, go get your own fucking key.
Still too stupid to call us. We're
Right.
like literally 20 feet away. Come on, dude.
It's funny how you and I have radars for that.
Well, Grandma taught us well.
Yeah.
The weirdo.
The weirdos. They're everywhere. Watch out for the weirdos. Jake,
I mean,
weirdo. 12 o'clock.
you had like a bowl cut with a mullet. Like, it didn't take a big
He
radar.
looked like the typical
Like,
weirdo. Like when you
he
picture a
had the
weirdo,
fucking
this is what
no
you
country
picture.
for old men haircut. It's like,
You are not staying at this hotel. We can look at you
Keep
and
an eye
see.
on this. Well, I don't know. You look around that room. He could have been staying there.
None of those people were staying there.
Probably true. Well, guess who won't? Who else won't be staying there? It's not a cheap hotel. I mean, I guess it's cheaper than the. It's also San Antonio. When
I
you get out of the airport and you're like, God,
Everybody
this
would have
place
been
is dirty,
staring at him if
you
he
should be like, maybe I should be more careful here.
everyone would have been staring at him if he'd walked into that other hotel.
Yeah, maybe. Probably.
No one looked like that at the
I've never seen anyone that looks like that anywhere, even in Mexico.
It's true.
That haircut. Dude, if you're going to be a perv, be a subtle perv. Volume.
You can't hear me?
Oh, here it is. Yeah.
I can turn me up. I turned me down.
Oh, you did? You're too loud? You're okay. I can hear you.
Okay.
Are you going to get Luke a brand new Subaru?
No,
What are you going to get him?
a 2 to 4 year old one.
I mean, compare. That's what I was looking at for Daisy, but the prices were similar.
You got her a brand new car
No, I didn't. It's 1 year old.
with 4,000 miles. It's brand new.
It was basically the same price as the 2 year old one with 30,000 miles.
That's what Cheryl said. But the brand
But
new
that's not
one was.
the same about brand new. It's not true.
Well,
Those are
the
like
one
five,
she,
six
the
thousand.
one that she was looking at, she said, was not much more brand new. I don't know. I'm not going to debate her. I haven't
Yeah,
looked.
I know.
But that's what and she told me when you get Luke a car, make sure you compare to the brand new if
Yeah,
there's not much difference.
you definitely should. I
Mhm.
don't disagree with that. But they were like 5 or 6 thousand more.
Yeah, to me,
Yeah,
that's much more.
me too.
Especially when you drive it off, it's gonna be appreciated 5,000 less.
Depreciated. Yes.
Depreciated. And she's like, who cares if it depreciates when you drive it off because you're not gonna sell it anyway.
Unless you have to sell it. That's rich people talk. I'm not going to sell it anyway. What about if you go broke? You might have to sell it.
Right.
I never buy anything without thinking about what I can sell it for. Guitars, cars, houses, guns.
Yeah, or if something happens and you wreck it, you think you're gonna get the full price for it?
No,
No.
no, but she's the kind of person that would pay for gap insurance,
She
which is,
definitely would. Every time she rents a car, she pays for the insurance.
mm,
I was
even though
like,
her credit card covers it.
I know, and I was like,
Probably. You have to check. Yeah.
and sometimes your insurance
Yeah.
covers it. I actually call the insurance company,
Yeah.
and pretty much every time they've
Usually
said
they check.
yes, we
They
cover
do.
it.
Overseas, sometimes it's iffy on that. But,
Mm,
and overseas, they'll like make you pay up front and then you have to deal with the insurance yourself
mm.
if you get in a wreck. That's how Greece was. It was a little nerve wracking.
Because you didn't get the insurance. I'd rather be nerve-wracked.
Yeah, it wasn't that nerve wracking.
I've
But they
driven in
gave us,
Thailand. I can
but
handle
the car they gave
Greece.
us, they're like, it's a brand new car. It's spotless. I'm like, can you give me one with some spots?
I prefer spots.
I'm not looking to be the first guy to scratch the fucking thing.
give you one with spots?
I didn't ask. I just took the risk. I'm a pretty good driver when I need to be. Although I did almost get T-boned. They drive pretty crazy. I mean, that was on the island. But it's not like Thailand. Nowhere
That,
near that.
and that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, I kind of prefer Thailand. There's no
Because they drive
rules.
like you when you're drunk.
Oh, or when I'm sober.
Oh my gosh, you're
Yeah.
terrifying. I don't know
Mm.
how you haven't been in wrecks. People see you coming, they're like, avoid that car.
I can just tell by the way it's maneuvering. Get the fuck out of the way.
Joy and
That truck
Jason
slows me
trick
down a
them.
lot. What?
Joy and Jason trick them
Trick them.
into thinking they're good drivers.
Nobody thinks Joy is. Daisy, least of all. She's like, you drive crazy, but you're good at driving. She's like, Mom, she's horrible.
Jason just makes everyone sick.
I know.
What is this? A roller coaster? Well, I have to let off the gas and push on it to keep the speed steady. I'm like, or just hold your foot in the right spot. Don't speed up, slow down. Speed up, slow down. Oh, God.
Jesus. Yeah. My boss came out. They gave him a Tacoma for his rental car. And he's like, I know I made fun of you about driving, but after driving that thing around for a week, I get it. It's a pain in the ass.
Why?
It's like anytime they're like, we need to go downtown, and you'd be like, I'm gonna have to park this fucking thing. Like, yep. Now you know the pain. Don't do events downtown.
Probably they gave it to him because it's all-wheel drive. Did he ask for that?
He didn't ask for it. They just he gets off the plane and he takes basically whatever they give him.
Uh,
He's like, it was an upgrade. Free upgrade. Yeah. 18 miles a gallon. Nice of them. Yeah, it's pretty shitty.
Mhm.
It does better on the highway. I put that bed cover on it too. It's been doing better since then.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I don't have to drive around with snow in the bed for 3 months out of the year. Okay, I got a truck I can't use. That's fucking great.
Because God forbid you push the snow out.
It's still a pain in the ass.
I
And it's
know.
always wet and all that. I finally bit the bullet and bought a bed cover. Also quite painful for me. Though I did find a cheap one. It's easy to break into, but that's not why I got it. For security.
I
What are you
was,
doing?
I
Looking at
was,
your phone.
I'm not. I was
I saw
looking
you
at
looking
my
at your
other
phone.
thinking spot.
Quit. No, it isn't.
I don't
Tits,
even
what do
know
you
where my
think?
phone is. There it is. Not looking at my phone.
That could be the name of our podcast. Tits, what do you think?
Thelma and Louise.
I don't remember who the cool one was, but I want to be that.
They were both cool. Nah, one was a little whiny.
Yeah, the lesbian.
No, Susan
Susan
Sarandon.
Sarandon was the
She
whiny
wasn't
one.
whiny. She was the one that shot the guy.
Gina Davis was the cool one. See,
Sh Gina Davis was the whiny one.
she wasn't whiny.
Yes,
She
she
was cool.
was. She was the abused.
Yeah, she was the more interesting character.
Why? Because she screwed the hitchhiker.
I'll be the hitchhiker.
She was the one having sex with everyone. Next, next. There's another cute guy over here.
Kill him too. So anyway, back to headphones. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Back
What? No, I need to tell Daisy not to be
then.
using them all the time.
Yeah, I tell the kids that all. Linus goes to the other room when he wants to watch or listen to stuff. So.
Yeah, that's good. I'll make Daisy put in headphones because she listens to music on her phone and it drives me crazy. I'm like, you don't like music if you can listen to that fucking tinny ass goddamn sound coming out. Put it on your fucking Alexa. God damn. It sounds like shit. She'll like come play me a new song from an artist. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like put it on
No,
a
it
real
sounds like
speaker.
whine, whine, cry, cry.
No, it's just the sound quality sucks. You can't hear any of the instruments, you know.
Mhm.
Drives me nuts. I'm not like an audiophile with like the best speakers and that shit, but Christ.
Yeah, I don't think I ever really noticed till the kids started playing. I'm like, you can't even hear the bass guitar in this song. Like, what the hell? Luke's actually playing something cool here. You can't hear it.
When you record, you have to put like slight distortion on the bassier thing so it'll play through the higher treble speakers so you can hear it. It's a recording trick I learned because I was recording something with the bass drum, like I can't fucking hear it at all. And I
Hmm.
think I was listening on my phone or something.
Uh,
And
yeah, I
like, no,
can't
you put
hear it.
slight distortion and then it goes across the musical spectrum, so it'll still show up in the mix. Kind of
Well, in our
interesting.
next concert, remember that.
Yeah, I mean, if you can listen to it on your fucking phone, then you don't deserve to hear it.
Well, that's when I put it on the TV so I can hear. I'm like, oh, now I can hear it.
Yeah, it's highly dependent. I mean, it's not like we don't mic them up individually anyway. We just record it with our phones.
I record it with the camera.
Yeah, but you can't really put distortion specifically on the bass.
Now we know we can record it with the computers.
We don't have everything mic'd up, is my point.
Yeah.
You still have to have a microphone to record with.
Should we?
What? How good is your coffee?
No, should we do that next time?
Mic it all up?
Mhm.
Nah. I'd have to take down my whole setup to bring the mics down.
We have mics. We bought a drum mic.
Drum mic? That's cute.
Take
I
down your
don't
whole
even know what
setup
that
and bring
means.
it.
No.
Daisy's driving you here anyway. You'll have room.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Yes, you would.
I'm very happy with my setup.
You would do that.
I'd probably just buy another set of mics before I do that. These are my traveling
No,
mics.
you'd start sending me links.
Yes,
That's
that's
what
what
you
I'm
would do.
gonna.
You can return
Did
it
you get a bass
after.
amp? You still have a bass amp.
We have
Such a
a
loser.
bass amp.
Don't tell me about your little fucking 5-inch thing again.
You keep saying that that one was fine.
I never said that. I
Yes, you
never said.
did.
You plugged it in and tried to play it, and you were like, "Oh yeah, you're right. That doesn't work."
Did we buy a bass amp?
No, you bought the guitar amp, the Marshall.
Oh, yeah, that's
Mm, That one's pretty good. That's
right.
serviceable.
It better be good. You sent me the link.
It was on sale. I think it's pretty good.
Mhm.
It was in your price range. I sent you
A
a few links
thousand
before that,
dollars. That
and
wasn't
you
my
were like,
price
no.
range. Spending $3,000 on an
And while you're at it, buy a new bass. You should buy a Fender P bass because I want to try it.
amp. Nope. We have the
These
five
kids are,
string bass on our list still.
yeah, I think they make a 5-string P bass.
No, I'm not buying that.
Be a couple grand then. It'll appreciate. That will appreciate.
Yeah.
All the basses I've bought are up in value now, and guitars.
Are you gonna sell them?
We'll buy more.
So, other than them not being able to hear anymore, do you think excessive device use affects their social skills?
Yeah, they're all social retards. I mean, social mentally challenged.
Apparently, that word's not demonetized anymore.
Retard?
Hmm.
Yay! Retard, retard,
It
retard.
turned green.
Yes. Thank you, Donald Trump. You saved us from the woke mob.
I mean, do you think social media is one of the reasons why they're does
Yeah,
Daisy actually use, because Luke and Linus don't use social media.
she uses Snapchat and TikTok.
Yeah, I know she used to send a picture of her eyeball or her mouth.
Yeah, she doesn't do that anymore. That was a
Yeah.
weird phase. I think when we made fun of her, she quit doing
We started sending her pictures of our eyeballs. Here's my cheek.
that.
Like, okay,
You could
maybe
do the
this
finger
isn't it.
buttons and that to her, where you take a picture of that.
We should have done that. That would have been fun.
Together, both of ours.
Yeah.
We're just at the bar,
Guess where
showing
we
our
are.
asses.
Guess where we are and what we're doing. Great parents, great parents.
That's right. People are always like, I want to be my kid's best friend. I'm like, I don't. I'd like to be a parent.
Yeah, I have no interest in being their best friend.
No. I'm better at being a friend than a parent because I'm not very good at laying down the law. I think everything's just funny.
I think
until you
that's
make me
one of the
mad.
weirdest statements to say you want to be your kid's friend. So that's why you had kids, because you don't have friends.
Right? I don't want my kid to know me that well.
Right? That means you confide in your kid?
Have you no
No.
shame?
Oh, wait, you haven't done anything with your life. You were a you were a boring person.
My friends know too much about me.
Yeah. I won't even introduce my friends to my children.
Or my other friends, for that.
Right? You're this friend, so you only know this crazy thing. You're this friend, and you only know this. Y'all don't know that I did both all these crazy. No need
And
to
then other
choose.
things that I've never told anyone.
This is why my sister doesn't get introduced to my friend.
That's right. Compartmentalization is my best friend.
Some people know too much, and I quit being friends with them.
At some point, you just call it quits.
And I went out with some of her friends one time, and she was a little annoyed because it was her work friends, people she works with, and at work, the one was talking about how she was drunk. Got so drunk, and when I were together, like, do you remember us being drunk? I was like, we weren't drunk.
We were
She's like,
drunk. I don't remember.
we weren't drunk that time. We only had 4 drinks. Like, that
Uh,
isn't gonna get us drunk. Just because
no,
we
because I
laugh.
remember the whole night, so I know we weren't
Yeah,
drunk.
that's what I said. I remember everything about it. We weren't drunk. She said, well, she said she was drunk, so she kept saying, and I were wasted.
Yeah, people project a lot.
Yeah, but didn't like her telling people that she works with that.
Don't bring her around people you work with.
Don't
What I
drink in
told
front
you
of your
about
work
this
people
effort.
anymore.
Why are you telling people at work you're going to do a podcast? You
I
sound mentally
I
challenged.
didn't tell people at work. I told my 2 closest friends, and one doesn't even work there anymore. So
Who?
people at work is the
Carol?
incorrect statement.
She
No,
doesn't work there
Jane.
anymore? Who?
Jane.
You told Cheryl, Sarah, Jane, who else?
That's it.
Well, that's not 2 people.
3. I forgot about Cheryl. Cheryl doesn't count because she doesn't work with in the same
Cheryl
area. She
counts.
doesn't count as working there.
Whatever.
She works way far away.
Mentally challenged.
Whatever. Just because you don't have best friends at work.
I do. But I know where their place is, and so do they. Maybe they don't, but I do.
What are you looking at? Quit looking at your phone.
Not looking at my fantasy scores.
Look up. Look
I said
up.
I'm not looking at my
Look
fantasy.
up. Look up. Look
Daisy's
up.
whooping up on me.
I know.
I'll
It's
be right back.
dumb.
I need more
No.
water.
I know. I need more coffee.
All right, coffee break. Pause. So this whole time I've been turning off the camera on Discord when I pause it, but the recording's still going.
Well, yeah. Did you already get water? That was fast.
No, I was just getting it. But then I'm like, Wait a minute, the camera's still on. I've been thinking I've been doing things surreptitiously.
Am I still recording? Where are you? Where'd you go? Oh, Lordy.
There's a lot of water in there. Okay, I'm back. Put down your phone. Quit looking at your phone.
I made a hell of a lot of fried chicken yesterday.
Is it good?
Oh, yeah. I think I've perfected it.
Who'd you make it for?
It was for Lane's birthday. We had a little party. It was just us and Kyle.
Yeah, nice. There was a food I meant to tell you to learn how to make. Can't remember now. I think I might have told you already.
Maybe, but you didn't text it. I told you to text it.
Can't have everything. Quit
Well, then
looking at
I'm
your
not going to
phone.
remember. I'm not looking at my phone.
You
I
were
don't know
just a
what.
second
No, I wasn't. You don't know what you're talking about. I was not
ago.
looking at my fantasy scores.
Are you winning?
I told
Look
you
at
I
your
was
fantasy.
not looking at my fantasy scores. Quit looking at your phone.
Looking at your fantasy scores. Ooh, you're getting whooped up on too.
I know.
What do you suck?
I told you it's going to be Jason and Daisy. Jesus. Daisy is really kicking your butt. Worse than
Jason's
Jason
kicking
is
your butt
mine.
worse.
Nuh-uh, Daisy's kicking
Uh-huh.
yours worse.
No, percentage wise, you're at 28.
I'm looking at projections.
I'm at 22. Still
See?
early. It's still early.
Yeah, it is.
But Jameer Gibbs, that David Montgomery went out, so he's their only running back now. So he's gonna fucking clean up.
Is that someone you
No,
have?
no, Daisy has.
Oh,
He's gonna clean up
jeez,
for the
look at
season.
him. Holy hell. Yeah,
Mhm.
I give up. I don't want to look. Quit looking at your scores.
The first quarter, he's got
Quit.
13
I
points.
know.
And Josh Allen's gonna get another 50 points.
That's insane. We're all going to be going for Josh Allen first next year.
I'm all making fun of her. She got a quarterback in the first round. I'm like, ah. Oh, okay. That was a good choice. Although she probably could have gotten him in the second or third round. I don't think anyone went for quarterbacks until then.
So I was thinking about, I think the best thing I could have done and should have done was move to a neighborhood that had kids my kids' age.
Yeah, yeah, that's a great thing to do.
And I didn't do it.
Yeah,
But I
yeah, I
did
should have
with
looked at Dave.
Lane. You know, when Lane was little, we did that, and that was, he was
I mean, that's why
always out with his friends.
where we lived in Texas was great because
Yeah, yeah.
all her school kids were like in that neighborhood. So we could just walk to their houses, ride bikes, whatever.
Yeah, I know. She
And the
was
parents
always,
were cool.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was the best when I had Lane. Yeah,
Yeah, at
he
the
always
time
was
it was
out
really
with
good.
friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think that's important. And then maybe the phone doesn't matter as much, right? Because they're actually together.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Luke's about to be 16, so that'll cure some of that.
Yeah, he's been talking to, he has this friend from school that he's been talking to a lot more. And I mean, they
Yeah.
play video games online together, but
I mean, yesterday we went on a hike. We
mhm.
went and ate lunch. Then we came home. Daisy went out to a friend's house, helped her dye her hair, and then she went to rock climbing for the rest of the day. And came home at like 8 o'clock. So
Yeah, her having the car is good.
yeah,
Linus is
yeah,
definitely looking forward to coming out there and doing stuff. Although
yeah.
I think mostly he's looking forward to having his own room.
We bought a lot of bleach for when he leaves.
Why? What did he do?
And a black light.
Oh my God, you're so dumb. He knows the sock method.
Good. Make him use it. Uh, plus, I don't have anything to make him do this time, so I don't care if he just. I mean, I'm not going to let him just hang out there all day. He's going to have to come up and socialize. But
He will. He does with
yeah,
us more than he ever did before.
really, it's good.
Mhm. He really goes off to the other room when it starts getting hot, like our living room starts getting hot when everyone's in it.
You want to turn the air down?
No,
No. Why not?
'cause I don't want to spend the money.
uh, or buy a little window unit and put it in there.
I was thinking about that.
Those are pretty cheap these days.
Hmm.
You just need the tiniest one, really.
Yeah, it's a little living room.
Mhm. Well, they won't have that problem here. It's cool throughout the house because I'm
Hmm.
cheap.
And it's December.
Yeah, it'll be fun to have. Although, if he says the word actually, the bar of soap waiting for him. Sorry, buddy. We're not doing that here.
He's trying not to.
I mean, it's good you can tell him like that word in particular
Hmm.
and the thought process, not just don't say actually and replace it with another word or say what you're
Right,
going to say
yeah.
anyway, but the thought process you're going down when that word
Hmm.
comes to mind, it ain't
I
going to
mean,
make you no
he's definitely
friends.
gotten better at paying attention to what we say, but I think some of that's from Daisy.
Yeah, probably. She's trying to hook him up with girls. So,
Does
and
she
he's
have a
actually
list
interested in
of
girls.
girls to introduce him to?
No, not
Oh,
here. He's only here a week.
that's fine. That's all he needs.
Maybe if he came for this, actually, it might be better if it's just a week.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't really get to know him.
Hi. He doesn't get to know them.
um, goes both ways, but I mean, all her friends are pretty vapid. They don't have any interests
Yeah.
except Robin, who likes cars. She's really into cars, but she's got a boyfriend.
Oh, even better.
What?
I said even better.
He likes abusive boys.
She
Maybe
does.
she'll like Linus.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I think. What are you eating? Quit looking at your phone. Put
I'm
it away.
not.
Yes, you are. You lies.
I have food in my lap.
What are you eating?
Chicken.
Fried chicken?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Daisy has a friend at school from Italy. The guy named. She likes him a lot. They're always talking about Italy together.
Because
That's her
she went
favorite
there.
place. Huh?
Because she went
That's her
there.
favorite place. Yeah.
Mm.
But
Is
he
she
sounds
still
pretty funny.
is she
He
still
said he's.
gay?
Yeah, she's still dating that girl.
Is he gay?
Nope. He's Italian.
Mm.
They're not gay. They haven't fallen into this stupid shit that's going on here. We're all gay. He sounds pretty cool. He's worried about getting fat from all the fast food he's eating. I'm like, quit eating the fast food.
Does who does he live with? Are his parents here?
Yeah,
Mm.
I think so. Yeah.
So they just buy all the fast food.
He goes out with his friends.
Mm. He should be worried.
About what?
Getting fat.
Fat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you should be. You will be.
Hmm.
Fast food makes you fat.
Thank you.
I should make him watch that movie about all the McDonald's. Super Size Me.
Uh, I was picking. I had my coffee delivered.
Good.
Huh?
I said good.
Joy must not be home.
She is. Oh, no, I think she went to the gym.
I was like, because you haven't been fed yet.
I told you I ate rice soup.
Oh, yeah.
I don't eat at noon for breakfast.
Sometimes
She
you
has to
do.
feed me before she goes to the gym.
Mm.
Well, I just look at you when I'm looking at the camera. I don't look at me. I
Me
find
too.
that's helpful. You don't look at yourself?
No.
I can tell when you're looking at yourself because you start primping.
I'm always messing with my hair in real
No,
life.
you're like,
No.
it's always shitty. There we go. Quit primping.
No.
Exactly what you look like.
I'm looking at you. I don't know
You
what to
got that
say.
ratty ass shirt on and you're like messing with your hair.
This isn't ratty ass.
What? It's like fucking mangled over there on the side. Not
That's
that
not
side, the other.
mangle. That's little
That too.
flowery things.
Oh, I thought it was like the homeless. Thought you were doing derelict from Zoolander.
Derelicte. Put up a picture of Derelicte.
Handsome. He's so hot right now.
Just call me Hanson.
All right, let's read some prompts. What types of electronics do your children use? And what ages are acceptable for allowing the use?
That we were talking about that, like the cell phones. Don't get them
Mm,
a cell phone until they're in
yeah,
high school.
I told you in Australia they're not allowed anymore, right? On social media, not with cell phones.
Right.
impossible to enforce. So great law, guys. But I mean, they use all kinds of electronics, everything,
Yeah. But they
phones,
didn't when they were
TVs,
little.
computers.
I remember when you didn't let Daisy have any of it in her room. Remember, even her friends would come over and they had to put their cell phones up on that
That's right. Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
When
it's hard, right? Because it's a social thing too. So if they don't have one, they kind of get ostracized a bit.
I guess it depends on where they go to school. That didn't happen with my kids.
Boys and girls are different too.
Yeah.
Boys, if you took away the video games, they wouldn't have anything to talk about. Girls, if you take away the TikTok, they don't have anything to talk about. They're just fucking stupid and they don't have any fucking real life.
I mean,
Learn to do something.
it really reminds me of that kid that came over and saw the video of all the kids playing at the concert, and he's like, Luke can do that, and all he talks about is video games.
I know. It's like Daisy. She doesn't want to have shows in front of her school. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, don't you want to impress people with what you can do?
They would be blown away. You can do that. Yeah,
And all you talk about is rock climbing?
right.
I mean, she's probably pretty good at that too. She's trying to sign up for the swim team at the high school too.
Yeah.
You said Lina signed up for soccer, right?
Yep.
That's cool. That's great. When does it start? Do you know? Next semester, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know the date.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think team sports are.
Declan is doing really well in basketball. He's so involved in it. He plays on two different teams and two different leagues.
I mean, he's like the black kid in the school, right?
The yeah, the only one.
He's our star player.
He's in ninth grade and they have him on the varsity team.
It's pretty funny. You should tell him they're racist.
Now he's starting to grow too, so now he's starting to become taller and taller.
Good.
Because he was always
That's cool.
tiny like Linus.
I mean, Luke should try to play basketball. If you got him on Adderall or something. Oh, there's the ball. Oh,
Oh, he's so cute.
I know.
He's freaking adorable.
I mean, I was the same way when I played T-ball. Mom's like, you'd be out there like playing with the grass and the ball would go right by you.
I think that's true for most of the T-ball players. It wasn't the most
Some of them
active
are serious.
sport.
Certainly not in Frisco. Those people were fucking crazy about
I think
about
that's
ball.
Texas.
Mm. They were kids were bleeding.
Yeah.
Literally bleeding. I think
Yeah.
Daisy
There are
got a bloody
people
nose one
insane
time.
about it in Texas.
And Daisy was not aggressive, but I think she got a bloody nose.
I remember when we had put Luke
She's like,
in soccer and he and the other kid are both running toward the ball and Luke stops like, "Go ahead."
yeah, they're like, yeah, you might want to try computers.
Let's teach you something else. You're too kind. Oh, sorry, sorry. I didn't mean to take the ball from you.
She still won't play team sports because of that. She always liked just individual stuff.
Mhm.
Because She doesn't like to let the team down.
I mean, even the individual stuff, you're part of a team, like the swim team.
Oh, I know. I told you she blamed me before, right? Like for
No.
swim. Like the reason I'd get sick because she'd swim so hard she'd make herself
Oh,
throw
yeah.
up or whatever. Be
Mhm.
like, it's because of you. Like you're the reason I'm like, I don't give a shit how good you are at swimming. That doesn't impress me. If you
Yeah, but
throw up
you
during a
you
math
do
test,
teach her,
come talk to me.
we do teach them, like if you're gonna do something, do it full force. Like don't
I never did
half-ass
with
it.
swimming. I was never that way. I just wanted her to have the
The only
exercise.
reason you weren't that way is because you didn't know what she was supposed to be doing.
I learned it. I did. I still haven't learned rock climbing, but I learned swimming.
But she's not competing in rock climbing. You'd learn it more if she was competing.
Maybe, yeah. I didn't care. It was never anything I was like, oh, she's got to be a
I don't agree
swimmer.
with that. You did care, and you used to brag about her in swimming.
She's good at it. She's
Mhm.
still good at it. When she swims, it's very pretty to watch. It's not like bragging about her times. I'm just
No,
like, it's
you
so pretty.
bragged about her times. Even that, she's good at it. That's bragging.
She's good at it. She's a good
Mhm.
swimmer.
Mhm. Anyway,
She's not the best swimmer. She's not like, oh, she's going to be an Olympic swimmer. I've never said that, but she's very good at it. I think it's pretty. That's
mhm.
about all I know. I mean, I guess when she
We'll
came
see
home, I'd
when
be
she
like,
gets
oh,
back on the team how you are.
I'm not, I'm not aggressive about sports. I might be the opposite.
Quit looking at your scores.
You quit looking at your score. You picked up your phone, so I picked up mine.
Nuh-uh. Quit
Yeah,
trying to blame other people.
that's what happened.
That's not what happened.
Damn, I should have played Keenan Allen over fucking
See, stop it.
Nico Collin.
Um, I think it's okay to be proud of your kids and brag about them.
You have to be careful because bragging is it can be hurtful to other people who have kids have problems, right?
Well, don't brag to them.
Or other kids that are normal. It can be. I mean, bragging is not a good thing, no matter what you're talking about. I think
No, you're
it's a
just
bad habit.
proud of your children.
You can be proud.
Hmm.
You should be proud if they're doing well. If they suck, you shouldn't be proud.
So someone asked me, like, what advice would you give for like me and parenting and stuff like that? But I think the best thing a parent can do is be involved, like talk to your children. Number one, talk to your children every day. Like speak to them, engage in conversations.
Yeah.
I I think your
I like
conversation,
Willie Nelson's motto, don't be an asshole. I think that's pretty good.
well, you're not living up to it.
I like it. Something I aspire toward.
And get ready for no matter what they do, they're gonna blame you if it goes wrong.
Well, that's a selfish point of view. I don't think so.
You don't think they'll blame you? You
Mm-mm.
already said Daisy blamed you.
For one thing, not for everything.
Well, she doesn't have an everything yet.
What does that mean?
When she's an adult, if something doesn't go right, it's because of how you raised me.
I don't do that.
What do you mean you don't do that?
Uh, do you?
Blame your mother?
Your mother.
Your mother.
Our mother. I don't blame her when something goes wrong.
That's because everything's gone right for you.
True. I've been pretty lucky. If luck is genetic, then I should thank her.
I don't think it is when you look at
That's true. Maybe it skips a generation.
her. Yeah, Papa and
No,
Grandma.
maybe not. We're the first.
Yeah, I have had friends jealous of me because they're like, things just seem to fall in your lap and go your way. Like,
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. They really do. I mean, it could be better. It could always be better. And so I look at luck. I'm lucky, but I'm not the luckiest.
yeah, mhm.
We're not going to get a big inheritance like all these fuckers.
That's true. Like, so their parent dies and they're like, look at me, I got a house and I got a this. I'm like,
Yeah, I got $1 million in the bank. I'm like,
it's a joke. It's a joke.
Disclaimer: everything we say is a joke.